I'm back with another Front Row Talk podcast, the podcast with expensive opinions. This is episode 105. Before I start, make sure you subscribe, you like, you comment, and you share this video. Make sure you check the description down below where I have a link for my Instagram and my TikTok where I post a clip of each and every single episode. Before I get started, make sure you tune in to last week's episode 104, where I talked about the Metro Boomin album with Future, We Don't Like You, that came out last week. Friday. Tomorrow will be a week by the time you guys is watching this. And yeah, make sure you tune in to that. I give my thoughts. I was kind of like freestyling a little bit, not gonna lie, because like I said, there wasn't really much preview or not much information before the album came out. So I just kind of gave my thoughts on like the names of the songs, the amount of songs that came out, how much they'll sell first week, which I kind of was on point with it. So yeah, just tune into that episode. It's episode 105. Let's get started. So as you can see by the title of this episode, it's kind of continuation of last week's episode. I think it's just right. It makes sense for me to make it now and not next episode, just because things are kind of still heating up in the rap industry. For those who don't know, last week Metro dropped his album. Pretty sure everybody knows by now, especially because of what was on the album. But he dropped his album. First off, I feel like it was a good album. It's literally just one song that I don't like or just didn't stick to me. I think it's Running Out of Time. But every other song before that, good music, good features, good beats. I already knew it was gonna be good beats. But good music though. I definitely like the intro. The intro is definitely one of the songs that I like a lot. I also like Fried. I like Claustrophobic. I like the one with Playboy Cardi. I like a couple of them. It was really a good album. I think Metro definitely did his thing, and I think they sold good numbers. But I want to talk about that one song that had everybody talking about the album. And I'm pretty sure you guys know which one I'm going to say. It's called Like That, featuring Kendrick. So when I was first listening to the album, I want to kind of make it quick, because I want to get into, what has been unfolding because of that Kendrick verse. But before I got even to the song, I was liking it, and then, I seen on Twitter and everybody was talking about, even people I know was talking about the Kendrick verse and instead of the third, like shots was being thrown, disses, whatever. And then I got to the song and I heard it. First off, good beat, good Future verse, and good Kendrick verse. I can't even lie. But I got to the song, I heard Kendrick's verse, and I was like, damn, that's tough. So Kendrick, got at Drake, for those who don't know, and he also got at J. Cole. I felt like, it was kind of unexpected. I didn't expect. I was talking about there might not even be no features on that album. So when I heard Kendrick's voice, I was like, oh damn, he's on the album. And then to hear him and then get at who he got at, and what he said, I was like, damn, like he's on time, and he definitely ready for a rap beef or whatever the case may be. He's standing his ground. But I was super duper surprised. It was a good song though. It wasn't like he failed. Definitely it had everybody talking about the song. Everybody, probably the day after, a couple hours after, people was already talking about, Drake should respond, Drake respond, this, that, and the third. Like, it really had the rap game in shambles. I was surprised though. I'm not gonna lie. For those who don't know, my favorite rapper is Drake. So when I heard that, I was like, damn, he gotta respond. He can't go out like that. I feel like that was everybody's thoughts when they heard that. But it's interesting because it's about to be a week and we still haven't got no response. So, people are waiting on that still. A lot of people are talking about, that he may not even respond. Some people are saying, he's just not trying to fall for the bait. He's not trying to just jump into it. Like with a, how can I explain it? What's the word? With just like smoky thoughts or whatever. Like just not a clear head, I guess you could say. So he just want to give it some time, especially that Metro is dropping a part 2 with Future. I don't know when specifically. I think it's soon though. I think it's really soon. So there's a lot going on, because as fans we want music, but then it's like we see that he hasn't responded, so then we kind of like want to give him some time. Because the crazy thing is Future kind of picked his side already. Metro kind of made it a pick a side type of thing. It's either you messing with me or you messing with Drake. So yeah, Metro made it like a pick and side type of thing. So Future siding with Metro, Kendrick as well. I mean that's expected. Rick Ross, yeah, a lot of people siding with Metro. Then you had Nav on follow Drake. It's just been a lot of petty little stuff going on. Rick Ross as well. That one really surprised me. It's so much, but the Future one really caught me the most off guard. Because it's like they had the "Wait for You" song and all of that, and then people talking about people. How Twitter goes, and people on the internet trying to decipher things, break things down. The "What Will Pluto Do" song on For All the Dogs is actually a diss. So they was just beefing over a chick, kind of some corny stuff if you ask me. But yeah, that was a diss this whole time, and everybody was singing, talking about it like he's actually shouting out Future. But like when people start connecting the dots, you actually think about it, and you're like, damn, nah, this makes sense, and then people was going back to some old Drake lyrics and the Scary Hours that he dropped, if I'm not mistaken, after For All the Dogs, and then like more of it started making sense. And the way the lyrics seem is like Drake was expecting this. He knew this was gonna happen, but then again, you kind of never really know until it really happens. But he kind of probably seen it coming or whatever the case may be, because it's no secret to them, but it's a secret to us. Not anymore though, because lyrics speak for themselves and what they've been saying on tracks and stuff like that. But it's just so mind blowing because the history that Future and Drake got. I mean, they got What a Time to Be Alive. They got a lot of songs. I mean, they've been on each other's projects for plenty of years now. I feel like they definitely was a legendary duo, no question about it. So just knowing that they're not even, seeing eye to eye, or they're not cool anymore is crazy. And I don't know if they'll come back from this, because it seems like, it's actually kind of serious to them. I mean, but then again, rap industry is kind of funny. People kind of tend to click back. Some of the times these situations could just be for views or for clout or to spice things up, but sometimes it's actually, something that, is actually real beef, I guess you could say. But to get more so on Drake and the things, he has been responding. The first response that we actually seen, he had captured one of his post with a Nav lyric, and it's funny because it was right after Nav unfollowed him, so he probably just took that as a joke, and was like, you know what, let me throw on this Nav caption for this post. And then the other one was talking about something they'd rather go to war instead of realizing that they're their own enemies or something like that. So people just like annoyed because they're like we don't want no captions, we want like pen to paper, track, all of that. But then again, I mean, on his end of things, he's probably looking at it like, let me see how everything goes and then I'll respond. Because a lot of people saying that it's bait. Like I said, it could be bait. I mean, Kendrick is probably just waiting for Drake to throw that first diss, and then he throws the second. But I feel like the ball is on Drake's end of the court. So I feel like any other artist, we would have been like, yeah, Kendrick got it. We don't need no rap beef anymore. The artist took too long to respond. But we know what Drake could do and how big of an artist he is. So I feel like that's why he kind of gets more of a leverage, or more of a time period or time limit, whatever you want to call it. It's been so much outlets, so much people talking about it. You got Ada in the streamer talking about that Kendrick already got a diss track out, it's rumors, whatever. I mean, I don't know, but I wouldn't say it's a lie, because Kendrick is probably just ready, for Drake to fall for the bait or whatever it is, whatever you want to call it, to just, throw that diss out there. But yeah, I mean, J. Cole is also part of the beef, but J. Cole has been more so quiet, or more like like reserved or whatever. So he just might wait till his album drop to be able to get back at K. Kendrick. I feel like he's gonna wait then to talk what he gotta say or say what he gotta say. But out of the three, the easiest target, of course, is Drake. I mean, his life is more public than Kendrick and J. Cole. He's had more interactions with other rappers. I mean, Pusha T, Meek Mill. Yeah, I mean, and honestly, I would like to see how Drake gets at Kendrick, because the most he could say is he's sold more than him, or has been more relevant, artist of the decade, or whatever. I mean, whatever he really could say is. But I would want to know what he would say that would really get at Kendrick, because Kendrick could say a lot about him, probably with the Pusha T, this or whatever. Like I said, Drake's life is more public, so it's easier to get at him because we know more of him. But I mean, we never know. You never know You never know what somebody knows about you until they say it. Because a lot of people talk. Drake probably do got their own Kendrick. Who knows? I mean, and that's why I do want it to get bigger. I don't think it ends here. I think it's definitely gonna keep going. I personally think Drake is not gonna let it end there. He knows that Instagram captions is not enough. And he knows what the fans want, and I mean, he's been giving the fans what they've been wanting for the past, I don't know how much years at this point. So I just feel like he's just gonna wait it out a bit, see what it is. But I don't want him to wait it out too long, because then it's like, all right. But it's rumored, not really rumored, it's known that he's gonna be on a featured song that drops at 12 later, with some Memphis rappers, if I'm not mistaken. It'll be interesting. He could just be on a feature. He could just rap, but he could also just be on it. And kind of throw shots back to see how Kendrick reacts on that. Try to do what Kendrick did, and just go on somebody else's song or somebody else's album and get at him. Drake might play the same role, because it's actually it's crazier than you think. Drake could have fell for the bait and then just. Who knows? But I mean, this is definitely his toughest opponent, I guess you could say. I don't want to make it sound like a sport, but to them, it is a sport. The person who the people who he's been up against don't have a pen like Kendrick. So we just gonna have to wait and see. I'm super duper excited though how it goes. And yeah, I don't think this ends here. J. Cole definitely gonna respond, but I think he'll wait for his album, and probably any day now we'll probably get a Drake response. If he waits for Metro's second album, we're gonna be waiting for a minute. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't know if he waits that long, because I don't think Kendrick could be on that album, to get at Drake again. Nah, I think that's kind of crazy. And Metro shouldn't even try to get at Drake in the next album, because then. People just, I'm gonna look at it as like he's just making albums to get at him. It's just for clicks and attention, even though he doesn't need it because he's Metro Boomin. But you got what I'm trying to say. And yeah, but I'm just more so surprised that there's so much people teaming up against him. I mean, Rick Ross, most of Rick Ross hits for real, have Drake in it, so it's kind of crazy. And yeah, we just gonna see the history Future and Drake got. It's a long history. Kendrick and Drake got future as well. Not future, history as well. But that's long ago. And yeah, Metro and Drake also got history. But it's been a minute since they haven't seen eye to eye. So yeah, just let me know what you think. What side you on? I guess if you want to pick a side. How you think it's going to go. When you think we'll get a response. It'll be funny if we get a response later at 12. I doubt it though. But never know. Anything is possible. But it's interesting, and I'm glad that the rap game is kind of like, heading somewhere. We know that it could have some tension, and some tension or some beef or some back and forth here and there. At least in the rap industry is entertaining. So we're gonna see how it goes. And yeah, but just let me know what side you got. Drake said his war on his behalf, so we shall see what war is for him. And yeah, I mean, that's it for this episode. Make sure you subscribe, you like, you comment, and you share this video. Check the description down below. And your boy Ssalcita is out.